Alright, guys, I think we're live. Here we go. Let's check it out. There we go. Evidence. I just made a thumbnail. Alright, let's see what's moving the markets today, guys. It is February 11th. Let's get the mic closer. Guys, it's February 11th, 2026. It's your cousin Dustin here. If you're watching this video, holla at your boy. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Here we go. We got the Dow Jones. It's down 0.11%. S&P 500 is up 0.07%. The NASDAQ is down 0.06%. The Russell is down 0.47%. And the VIX is down 1.57% to 17.51. We'll read what the Google headline here is. Google Finance headline. U.S. stocks experienced a choppy trading session on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026, as investors weighed a stronger than expected January jobs report against concerns about its implications for future interest rate decisions. The robust job data suggests resilience in the U.S. economy, but also bolsters the case for the Federal Reserve to keep interest rates on hold for longer than anticipated. Okay, we just went through the indices there. Let's go back. So this January jobs report was stronger than expected. The data that which initially sparked optimism about economic resilience later caused concern that the Federal Reserve might delay anticipated interest rate cuts, leading to wavering index performance. Yeah. Let's have a look at the heat map, guys. Now that we've got the heat map pulled up, I'm going to take a moment to pull this up on my phone. Give me just a sec.
Card.
Alright, guys, here we go. We've got Nvidia up 1.39% today. Micron is up 10.76% today. Is up 10.76% today. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it again. We're at it again. officially. One of these days, we're going to have millions of subscribers and thousands of watchers. Tesla's up 0.42%. Apple is up 0.93%. Amazon's down 1.2%. Google is down 2.54%. IBM is down 6.4%. DoorDash is down 5.31%. Oh, DoorDash. What's it gonna be, guys? We'll run through the cryptos. Look at crypto, sissy hypno. Alright. Warden down 1.11%. In the last 24 hours, Warden is down 25.43.74%. It's moving. It's volatile. Good Lord. Bitcoin. Good grief. Bitcoin's down there. $67,598.83. My word. The last 24 hours, it's down 1.91%. Today was a new day. Life is a lifin', boy. Let me tell you that. Life is a lifin', ain't it? We're going to look at Bitcoin here for a second. It's at 67,542 right now. Here's just a little One hour ago. Evening Digest. Bitcoin slides after U.S. jobs report. Kraft Heinz pause on breakup. I don't know. I think it's going to go down, if I'm being honest. Guys, this is not financial advice. This is just your cousin Dustin here on a Wednesday afternoon. Here we go. Got silver at $84.31. Moving right along. Moving right along. Gold is at $5,111.50. Gold, I love gold. Honestly, this is one of those things. I'm just glad to be here. I could be doing a bunch of other stuff that wouldn't be too good. This is a good thing for me right now in my life. Feels productive. And that's what it's all about right now. Okay. Is this even an article? What is happening? What is going on? Maybe it wants me to do my email. That's probably what it is. Oh no, he just watched this the other day. He's not talking about anything. It's all the same old crap with the old gold stuff. But the thing is, they need for a lot of different stuff they're doing right now as far as like tech goes. So, I don't know. So I guess, I don't know, this is just kind of interesting. I think I'm seeing that this Coin Market Cap app is like inside of TradingView in some weird way. It's kind of cool. Because it's 3:59 in the afternoon. What's it going to be? Are we going to put our money where our mouths are? Or are we going to put our mouths where our money is? I'm going to do both. I'm for sure going to do both. Caterpillar's up 4.28% today. That's kind of interesting. IBM's down 6.3%. So technology services, they're looking rough today. Intuit is down 5.23%. Adobe's down 2.83%. Robinhood is down. Robinhood's down to $77.99. Dang. Let's have a look at Robinhood here. Robinhood. One of these days. Here we go. Just kind of look it over real quick. Alright, we'll read this chart here real quick. So we got Robinhood sitting at $78.07, down 8.8% today. Over the past 5 days, it's up 0.37%. Over the past month, it's down 33.57%. Over the last 6 months, it's down 31.29%. Over the last year to date, it's down 30.97%. Over the past year, it's up 46.36%. Over the past 5 years, it's up 122.11%. And on the maximum chart, it's up 122.11%. Yeah, okay. So, I want to look at it on TradingView. Oops. I find that it's easier to like, I don't know. I like looking at both of these different charts. I look at TradingView with the candlesticks. I look at Google with the more regular chart. whatever you call that. I don't know what that's called. Line chart, I guess. What do you guys prefer? Y'all like the line chart or the candlesticks? I think they both have their uses. You get a lot more information, I guess, from the candlesticks, but like if you just want like a quick view, and you pop on the old line chart. T-Mobile is up 5.7%. Yeah, 5.7% today. T-Mobile. Who would have thought it? CBRE down 12.24%. Let's see what that is. I'm sure I've heard of it, but I don't know the ticker symbol off the top of my head. Maybe not. CBRE Group, just whatever. There it is. CBRE Group Incorporated down 12.15% today. CBRE Group trades near all-time highs following a recent decline. The dip was driven by general market fluctuations ahead of the Q4 earnings report. Analysts project continued growth in the next quarter, supported by commercial real estate recovery and strong institutional support, with an average target implying an over 8% upside. Real estate. Excuse me. Has an EPS of $4.05, PE ratio of 36.96. A 52-week high of $174.27, and a 52-week low of $108.45. Interesting. Earnings are coming out tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. CBRE. Damn. Bitcoin. Let's go back to the cryptocurrencies. I like looking at these. They're kind of fun and silly. I mean, if you're somebody, it's not financial advice. If you're somebody who does this stuff, you can make some money if you know what you're doing, but I wouldn't recommend it. But it's all gambling in the end. You know what I mean? You could get hit by a freaking comet tomorrow or whatever, or a meteor, and then what's that long-term investment going to be worth? You might as well let some layer zero rip. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows what could happen? Fear and Greed Index. Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough. Too much to think about right now. Check out NVIDIA, guys. Is NVIDIA starting to rise? Is it starting to awaken? Maybe so. It's sitting at $190.05 in after hours trading. Very cool. Let's see if there's any news. The stock market's so like right now to me, NVIDIA's EPS is $4.04 with a PE ratio of 47.6. 0.06. It's been higher. Like, the stock market's in a weird place right now. I feel like there's a need for like a big catalyst. Something has to happen. Everything is just kind of waiting. Nvidia's been in this range for a while. Look. See? Past 6 months it's been here. Yeah. Got up to 207 at one point. 206. October 31st. Maybe it's that time. Who knows? Maybe not. Yeah, people forget, man. Nvidia's been sitting here for 6 months. People forget, man. Nvidia, you know. Is it going to grow more? You know what I mean? I guess that's the big question here. Let's have a look at AMD. As I'm sitting here kind of mulling this over in my mind, AMD has moved 0% today. 0. Down 0.2% in after hours. That's crazy. Getting settled in. Trying to be myself again. $36 minutes in. Alright. We'll just read AMD's charts real quick. Here on Google Finance, AMD is up 0.01% today. AMD is up 0.01% today. In the past 5 days, it's up 8.62%. The past 1 month, it's up 2.84%. The past 6 months, it's up 23.97%. Year to date, it's down 0.27%. In the past year, AMD is up 92.24%. Past 5 years, AMD is up 127.77%. All time, it's up 1,288.69%. All time, it's up 1,288.69%. AMD's PE ratio is 81.85. It's got a 52-week high of $267.08, 52-week low of $76.48, and an EPS of $2.61. Three hours ago, investing.com. Let's see if they'll let me see this. Or are they going to make me do something crazy? Holy crap. This will be cool. AMD versus Nvidia. What's the better AI stock? This is by Zacks Investment Research. Hey, get off the screen, dude. Author Derek Lewis. What's he doing over here, guys? Needs to be training for his fight. Dang, it's Derek Lewis, bro. I can make a million MMA jokes. I ain't got no viewers anyway, so you know. Derek Lewis, his balls was hot, so he wrote this investment article. The Black Beast. Derek Lewis. Alright, let's read this article by Derek Lewis at investing.com. A big chunk of the S&P 500 has already reported 2025 Q4 results. Though the reporting docket remains stacked for weeks to come, we've already heard from 6 of the Magnificent 7, with Nvidia the only one yet to report from the beloved group. A peer to Nvidia, namely AMD, has already delivered its results. With the stock facing pressure post-earnings, AMD shares have lagged relative to Nvidia over the past 3 months by a fairly wide margin, as shown in the chart below. Okay. Easy enough. Were AMD's results bad, or was it more a reflection of profit taking after a big run over the past year? And what can investors expect from Nvidia's earnings? Let's take a closer look at the results from AMD and expectations for Nvidia. AMD's earnings. AMD's results were positive across the board, breaking records across many key metrics. Q4 revenue grew by 34% year over year to a record $10.3 billion, and importantly, data center revenue of $5.4 billion also reached a new all-time high. Both metrics clearly paint a strong demand picture for the company, underpinned by the broader AI frenzy that won't be slowing down anytime soon. That's their data center sales quarterly through 2025, through June 2024 through December 2025. The overall revenue acceleration over recent periods can be seen below. Please note that the chart below does not show actual sales figures rather than the year-over-year growth. Rather, the year-over-year growth rates. This is year-over-year. Okay, let me get that. Sales acceleration is a key factor in share outperformance, particularly so for stocks involved in the AI trade. The sales acceleration paired with favorable sales revisions for its upcoming period, 2026 Q1, reflects a notably bullish pairing with the $9.7 billion expected in the next release, suggesting a 32% year-over-year growth rate. As shown below, the sales estimate has been revised 6% higher since roughly mid-November of 2025, with the biggest revisions happening more recently. And you got a little chart here. Okay. The company's EPS outlook for the upcoming release, 2026 Q1, is also bullish, with the current $1.27 estimate up 7% since mid-November and suggesting 33% year-over-year growth. The outlook for shares continues to remain bright, with the recent weakness in shares post-earnings also giving shares a nice, healthy breather after a massive run. Sounds like it was written by Derek Lewis. The valuation picture here isn't overly rich either, relative to its history, with the current 31x forward 12-month earnings multiple well off the 38x 5-year median. The current multiple reflects a 34% premium to the S&P 500, reflecting investors' above-average growth expectations, but remains well below the 77% 5-year median premium. NVIDIA's earnings expectations. NVIDIA is always a late reporter in the earnings cycle, with its results coming well after many of the notable tech players. EPS and sales revisions for the upcoming release, expected on February 25th after the close, have remained both stable and bullish since mid-November, up by 3.4% and 2.5% respectively. So they've increased their estimates. They increased them back in November, but not since the new year. While no upward revisions have occurred since the beginning of the new year, the stability here is a big positive. Below is a chart illustrating how the EPS and sales revisions trends have evolved over recent months. Pretty easy to see. They revised it up there. They revised it up here. Only up 1 cent, 1 to 152. But still. See. Okay, we get it. Concerning the data center, undoubtedly, y'all almost heard my real accent there. Concerning the data center, undoubtedly the most important metric for NVIDIA nowadays, the Zacks consensus estimate stands at $58.7 billion, suggesting a 65% year-over-year growth rate. Keep in mind that NVIDIA has regularly exceeded our consensus estimate over recent periods, penciling in 5 beats over the last 6 quarters. Below is a chart illustrating NVIDIA's data center sales on a quarterly basis, with our consensus $58.7 billion estimate also blended in. Okay. Simple enough. Shares aren't rich by any stretch, despite the massive run. With the current 25.8x forward 12-month earnings multiple, nearly half of the 41.3x 5-year median, while reflecting just a 12% premium relative to the S&P 500. Keep in mind that shares traded well above the current valuation levels in 2021 and 2022, when the AI theme had not yet been fully recognized by the market. Yeah, but now not the end, but like the expansion is in people's mind. They kind of are, I feel like most people are kind of able to wrap their head around what's going to happen here. You see what I'm saying? And then those things get priced into the market, like, before they occur. That's not how it doesn't happen like as it's happening. It happens before. The market shows it before. I'm gonna be real, Joe. I sold out of a video. Straight up. I did. Will I regret it? Maybe. Probably not. If I'm being honest, I probably won't. Here we go. Back to the article. Putting everything together. Both stocks reflect great options for those seeking AI exposure, though it's undeniable that NVIDIA remains the leader of the pair, underpinned by CUDA, its software platform that has let developers use GPUs for general computing, not just graphics. It has launched way back in 2006, providing a big head start. That's 20-year-old tech. Dang. Wow. AMD remains a powerhouse in its own right, but it continues to trail NVIDIA, particularly in market penetration. NVIDIA currently ranks as Zacks ranked number 2 buy, whereas Advanced Micro Devices is currently Zacks number 3 hold. Not that it really matters what I'm doing with my money here, guys. I'm not like a expert or anything like that. But let me make sure I'm not out of my mind. I'm pretty sure I sold completely out of NVIDIA. If not, less than like one share or something maybe left. Yeah. Yeah, so I thought, I sold all the way out of it. Maybe I'll buy back more someday. But not right now. IBM's down 6.5% today. IBM? That seems like a big move for IBM. IBM. Common stock. Down 6. Okay, here we go. IBM. IBM is at $272.81. $272.81 a share. IBM is at $272.81 a share. It's down 6.5% today. Over the past 5 days, it's down 6.37%. Over the past month, it's down 12.61%. Over the past 6 months, it's up 15.45%. Year to date, they're down 7.9%. Over the past year, IBM is up 7.11%. Over the past 5 years, it's up 136.44%. And on a maximum chart, it's up 631.2%. All right. Now, IBM pays a dividend of 2.46%, $1.68, a PE ratio of 22.06, a 52-week high of $324.90, a 52-week low of $214.50, and an EPS of $12.37. Okay, here we go. IBM declined in the past month due to market caution and government contract cancellations. These were offset by Q4 earnings beats and AI momentum. Analysts project continued growth into the next quarter with a consensus buy rating and an average price target suggesting a double-digit upside. That's according to Google Finance. IBM. What do we think about IBM, guys? Kind of interesting. Confluent earnings on deck ahead of tomorrow's IBM merger vote. Here we go. Confluent not providing financial guidance amid IBM deal. This is The Fly. Alright, here we go. Confluent not providing financial guidance amid IBM deal. According to The Fly, February 11th, 2026. At 4:14 p.m. It's like 15 minutes ago. As announced on December 8th, 2025, Confluent and IBM have entered into a definitive agreement under which IBM will acquire Confluent for $31 a share in cash, representing an enterprise value of $11 billion. The transaction is expected to close by the middle of 2026, subject to approval by Confluent shareholders, regulatory approvals, and other customary closing conditions. In light of the pending transaction with IBM, Confluent will not be holding a conference call to discuss fourth quarter 2025 financial results or providing financial guidance. Oh, wow. Oh, well, that's it. Is IBM like a AI stock somehow? CEO Arvind Krishna, 270,000 employees. IBM, yeah, I guess so, huh? Alright, we're just going to ask our friend Gemini here, what does IBM do? I don't know. I guess I don't know what I thought they did. This is mind blowing to me in the moment here, guys. I am reacting in real time. I don't know what I thought they did. I thought they were like, I guess computers or like ATMs or something. I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I guess I really never thought about them that much. That's the truth. That's the real truth. What does IBM do? IBM, International Business Machines, is a global technology and consulting giant that has spent the last few years pivoting away from its legacy image to become a leader in hybrid cloud and artificial intelligence. Okay. As of 2026, IBM has streamlined its operations into three core pillars: software, consulting, and infrastructure. Software, the growth engine, 45% of its revenue. IBM's software strategy is built on the Red Hat playbook, the idea that software should work across any environment, private clouds, Amazon AWS, Microsoft Azure, or in on-premise servers. Hybrid cloud, Red Hat. This is the foundation. Tools like OpenShift allow companies to run applications anywhere without being locked into a single cloud provider. Okay. Extremely useful. Enterprise AI. Watson X. Unlike consumer AI like ChatGPT, IBM's Watson X platform helps businesses build their own AI models using their own data. In 2026, the focus has shifted to agentic AI, autonomous agents that can execute complex tasks like supply chain adjustments or fraud detection without human prompts. Data and automation. With acquisitions like HashiCorp and Confluent, IBM provides the plumbing for modern IT, helping companies manage massive data flows and automate their security and operations. Consulting, the implementation arm, about 32% of revenue. IBM doesn't just sell software, they help you use it. This is a massive differentiator from competitors like Google or Microsoft. AI transformation. They employ over 160,000 consultants who help banks, hospitals, and government integrate AI into their specific workflows. Industry expertise. They specialize in highly regulated industries, finance, healthcare, government, where security and compliance are more important than just fast technology. Okay, so I guess I was kind of right about what they did actually. That's cool. At least I'm not completely lost here. Infrastructure, the powerhouse, 18% of revenue, or about 18%. IBM still builds some of the most powerful hardware in the world, though it is no longer the PC company people remember from the 90s. That's what it is. They made PCs. IBM Z mainframes. These run the world's financial systems. Most credit card transactions still pass through an IBM mainframe. Okay. AI optimized storage. In early 2026, IBM launched the Flash System portfolio, which uses AI at the hardware level to detect ransomware attacks in real time. Quantum computing. IBM is a world leader in quantum research. They offer quantum as a service, allowing researchers to use their Nighthawk quantum processors via the cloud for complex chemistry and physics problems. Wow. Why it matters right now. Sovereign AI. A major trend for IBM in 2026 is sovereign AI. Many governments and corporations now demand that their data and AI models stay within their own borders. IBM's Sovereign Core Suite allows these entities to run advanced AI while maintaining total control over their data, avoiding the risk of sending sensitive info to external cloud providers. Whoa. Ain't that pretty cool? just to look at their website. Let's have a look at them charts one more time. The 1 day, IBM is down 6.5%. 5 days, it's down 6.37%. 1 month, it's down 12.61%. Over the past 6 months, it's up 15.45%. Year to date, it is down 7.9%. Over the past year, it's up 7.11%. Over the past 5 years, it's up 136.44%. And on a maximum chart, it's up 631.2%. Right here today, sitting at $272.87. IBM. Very interesting. Pretty cool. Alright, guys. It's 4:50 in the afternoon. I think that's going to be enough for me. If you watch this, like I say, shout out to your boy. Like and subscribe. Yeah. It's your cousin Dustin. We'll be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. From around 3:30 to around 5 p.m. 4:55, something like that. We'll be ending the show. Let's go. Let them know. But for real, though. Alright. Appreciate you guys.